So this is the agenda. I've got it down by the minute. That's 59 minutes exactly. This is why we got to keep to time. And I just want to say a couple of things regarding our hosts this evening. It's the Newmarket Recreation, also known Town of Newmarket. The Millspace have been hosting this event for, I don't know, many, many years. We started the community center and we went right to the Millspace. And then we also have the Newmarket Business Association, who's also a big part of this, and you met a lot of them as they were mingling, and they checked you in at the door, and they are also responsible and manage the Newmarket Recognition Awards at the end of the evening. And thank you. Everybody needs a clap. I want to acknowledge the food caterers tonight. We have Kume. They're wonderful. The sushi always goes. We also ordered some things from Newberry Farms. And we have our very own restaurateur, Marcy. Are you here? I saw you here somewhere. From Riverworks with that delicious mac and cheese, which is a little teaser to what you might see at the Backyard Bash. And then we have the Watershed, who does these beautiful charcuterie boards. You know, you can't pass them up. I crawled into his restaurant and said, please. So without further ado, we're going to get started with our host this evening, the Millspace. And we have Kate coming up. And in the meantime, if anyone who's a speaker and you know you're on deck, we got a chair for you to speed things up. And you get to also introduce the next speaker, which I will show you before you go up. All right? Makes it simple and fast. Here we go, Kate. You just the two.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And am I announcing the next person?
Yes, you are.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kat Garland. I'm the co-chair of the Millspace board here. So welcome to the Millspace. We're a volunteer run with one event manager, shout out to Athena Snyder, community civic space in the historic mills, committed to bringing art, theater, music, and history to the town of Newmarket. This year at Millspace has been all about growth. Great, that's me. That's us. This year at the Millspace has all been about growth. We fully maxed out our board for the first time in history this year. Shout out to all of our new board members, Judy, Ralph C., Mariella, Ralph W., Kim, and Sarah. Thank you so much for joining us. It's really exciting. With new board members comes new ideas. We have two new committees this year, the History Committee and the Education Committee. Both are at work on new projects in the space and in collaboration with our community, so keep an eye out. You may see some changes in the Millspace itself very soon. We have so many fantastic events happening this year, too many to name all of them to be so real. But check out our website, millspace.org, or check out any of our social media under Newmarket Millspace. If there are any artists in the audience, our call to art for our new next gallery of birds and stones is up on our website if you'd like to submit an art piece. I would like to highlight our first Millspace main stage of the season, Oscar Wilde's The Importance of Being Earnest, that opens on July 10th, directed by Jackson Clifford. This will be his first time directing a show, and I wanted to highlight that because Millspace is all about giving artists in our community an opportunity to try new things. Our spotlight event also this year includes Shipwrecked, a new play written by Derek Eldridge. We hope to continue to foster new artists and that our community will tag along. If you're a nonprofit in the area and would like to host an event or a fundraiser with Millspace, we offer up our space for free to support the community, so reach out to us at millspace.org. And thanks for coming. The Town Planning Master. Yes. Town Planning Master Bart. Welcome, Bart.
Which way? I wouldn't go that far. But hey, I'm Bart McDonough. I am the town planner for the town of Newmarket. And thank you for having me, Amy. And here's what we've been doing this past year and moving forward. From a town-wide perspective, one of the most relevant actions we've been doing is working towards that master plan adoption, development adoption. That's going to happen ideally this July. So the plan board, if you're interested, is going to have potentially set the public hearing this coming June meeting. So I'd like to stay tuned to that. Another highlight is the planning board recently established a subcommittee that looks at, one, shepherding the master plan, so making sure that it gets implemented, and two, to have these high-level conversations where as a community we want to be in 20, 30 years from now. So the idea is that when we redo this process again, that we'll have some ideas of trajectory where we're going to go, and it just allows us to have more meaningful conversations. Part of this composition of this subcommittee, there's 3 at-large, so if anyone's interested in this process, please come contact me and we can get you onto this committee. So please do. And these are kind of some high-level areas that we're concentrating on this year. From land use planning, we're continuing to look at our zoning and look at areas to improve it and make it more relevant for Newmarket. Conservation planning, as you all know, this past town meeting, we worked on you all authorizing us to use some money towards a Rosa land conservation project on Falls Brook. We recently got some grants as well to continue that process, so we're really steaming ahead with there. And then transportation planning, we're looking at parking management, we're looking at different road typologies, how do we make our streets more complete and user-friendly to all. And then also resiliency planning, we're looking at downtown riverfront, Shanda Park, and what that will become in the future. So we've got a lot of great stuff we're working on this coming year, and if you're all interested, please contact me if you want to get involved. We will be happy to have you. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Chris Blackstone and the Conservation Commission. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I wanted to use my 2 minutes to remind you folks that conservation commissions were established by the state of New Hampshire in 1963. It was in 1966 that Newmarket's Conservation Commission began. And I wanted you to know that one of the things we do as a conservation commission by statute is help protect clean water. Every drop of water counts. With that in mind, remember that Conservation Commission has just sponsored rain barrel sales, and about 37 people in town or related to the town have purchased one of these. They'll be delivered in June. But I also wanted to use this slide for a second to actually thank our town planner, Bart, because without a person in the planning department, conservation commissions can't survive. They need the support of somebody in the planning department to go ahead and be that communicator, the conduit to town council, the conduit to other state places, and to grant possibilities, as well as to spearheading other committees, such as the Riverfront Advisory Committee, to help protect water in town. Another person to thank is, in fact, I don't see her tonight, but Lindsay Butler. The Conservation Commission is only as strong, any Conservation Commission is only as strong as the town engineer, and we're really lucky to have Lindsay in that position. Some of you in this audience attended Turtle Fest 1 or Turtle Fest 2.0, and we're proud to be a part of the audience where you heard Lindsay talking about her role as a town engineer, protecting and stewarding wildlife and safety of wildlife, let alone the turtles. So Lindsay has been instrumental in protecting not only water, but stormwater management, and the Conservation Commission has helped her with articles and PR help and marketing help to help people understand how every drop of water counts and what you can do to help mitigate stormwater runoff so that it's mitigated a bit by the time it gets closer to Great Bay. So thank you to Bart, and thank you to Lindsay, and thank you to everybody who supports conservation efforts to purchase land, and most of all, get out there and enjoy the trails. Ticks be damned, to get out there and enjoy the trails. The next speaker is, in fact, Bethany Henry from Sunrise Sunset Center. Thanks, Bethany. For my next trick.
It's all good.
Performed without a net.
Thank you so much. I'm Bethany Henry. I'm the program director of Newmarket Recreation's Sunrise Sunset Center. We're Newmarket's 55-plus adult activity center. We run regular educational, social, and health programs and connect people with resources of all kinds. Up here you can see we like to have a lot of fun. We have some trail walkers and trivia winners. That's just a bit of what we do. We have around 150 to 200 people in and out of our doors every week. So it's a busy place. A lot of those folks are from Newmarket. Some are from the surrounding towns. And what they say over and over is, wow, Newmarket's such a great place. And you can tell we're invested in people of all ages. And they just over and over again say what a great community. So thanks to all of you for being that community. So many of you have hung our flyers. You've pointed people in our direction. You help us serve meals, pass out food. You donate coffee and snacks. It all means a lot. Some of what we've been up to recently, we frequently do day trips, but recently we had our first overnight trip in quite a while. So down here you can see we had 30 folks who headed down to Cape Cod recently for a few nights and Martha's Vineyard. We had a great time. We're already planning for next year and excited to be bringing these travel opportunities to Newmarket. And then next week, we are hosting our second annual wellness fair. So we're bringing in around 12 local health and wellness resources to the Sunrise Center and then inviting the wider community to come in. They can ask questions and get information, trying to make health and wellness information as accessible as possible to the community. So thanks to all of you guys for investing in community, and then we kind of pass that on and try to make that happen. You're welcome to come to our wellness fair. We hope you do. Or just stop by anytime. We're happy to hang your flyers for your community events. And we're just happy to be part of this community. And thanks to all of you and to the rec department that helps make that happen. Next up, we have Deborah Smith from Arts, Culture, and Tourism. There you go.
Hi, I want to first talk about, make sure you can all pull out your calendars and mark that on June 14th, we are going to be unveiling our next mural right here on Main Street. But it's really a very different kind of mural, and that is, this is community art. There are 650 4x4 tiles that make up this mural that we're going to be unveiling. And it is just amazing the amount of people who have painted tiles, the amount of and difference in our artistic ability, and when you see it come all together, I think you are really going to be awestruck. That event on Sunday, June 14th will start at the mural, across down the street to come here into the Millspace for an old-fashioned ice cream social and for a community sing-along. So please, I hope you will bring full families to have this really great 250th Flag Day celebration with us as we add another piece of art to our Main Street corridor. So next, which way are we going? This way? Yes, so I will tell you that you folks, this is the first public announcement of the Elm Street Mural Revitalization Project. This project has been in the works for really, quite honestly, since I first joined the commission 4 years ago. And we originally did a town survey asking people, did they want it to be just the way it was? Did they want us to fix the existing mural? Or number 3, did they want us to put up a whole new mural? Amazingly, 1/3 wanted 1, 2, and 3. So no matter what we did, we were going to piss off 2/3 of the town. But we think that we have come up with a solution that is going to make everyone very, very pleased with what we are doing. Through research that we have done, we have found the original digital photographs of the images. So we have beautiful original, so people are going to see what those paintings look like from that timing, and we are not going to be able to repair that wall. Instead, we are going to stabilize the wall, we'll call it, and then we are going to attach, the same way we tested out in the Pocket Park, the attachment of the panels. There will be 12 panels. They will be printed 2 sides so that we can flip them and you'll be able to see all of them. In addition, in the middle of this, in celebration, we will be unveiling this in 2027 for our 300th anniversary. In the middle, there will be a new panel that will bring it all together, what it is, what we're doing. So please see what we're bringing, which is a new plaza to the library. I'm not stopping. This is so important. We're bringing a new plaza to the side of the library. We'll finally have steps that take us from the parking lot down into, and we are going to have a whole new mural. So that date, can you believe we have it, is June 4th. So June 4th is the date we will be unveiling and having some great things part of our 300th. So with that, I have more to tell you, but I won't because they'll be louder with the music. With that, I want to turn it over to John Herman.
All right, hello everyone. My name is John, but we're going to show you how it's done. We're 3 organizations who are going to do all of it in one time slot.
The Three Stooges.
Yeah, so you may know me from the Turtle Fest T-shirt or the library, but all of you wear many different hats. Tonight I'm going to wear this hat. So I'm just giving you an update. For years now, the entire community just kind of pointed at me and said, you should raise money for a monument to Wentworth Cheswell because you really like him. And I said, okay. Well, we've joined forces. The Historical Society and Main Street Corps are joining forces to raise money and make this happen. So when I first got involved, they said, well, are you going to be around town because a project of this, stature takes 5 to 7 years, and are you going to be around? I said, okay. So we're about year 4. Anyway, this partnership has got money for the project. We've had a recent significant donation from the New Hampshire Charitable Foundation. Kennebunk Bank, over $17,000 has been raised just in recent months. So the project is happening. It takes a long time. There'll be updates coming up. All right, I'm now going to, if anybody wants to donate, first of all, if you don't even know who Wentworth Cheswell is, I'll give you my book. I've got 3 copies that I brought, and I'm just going to give it to you so you can educate yourself. All right, here's Mike.
All right, that's my first time wearing this baby. So, I'm with Newmarket Main Street Corporation. We're a collaborative. We try and bring other nonprofits together. We're a 501c3, so we can take in money. Please visit our website. We've got QR codes. There's a lot of different ways to donate. We're the folks that put up all the plaques in town, and we've been around since last century. It was 1998 when we formed. And during that time, we restored the Tiger Hose firehouse. It was a total rehab job. We lifted it up, put a new whole foundation in. The building was rotting away. After that, we've put up about 25 historical plaques in town, and hopefully you've all walked downtown and learned something new from the plaques and say, hey, isn't this interesting? Because that's exactly why the Main Street Corporation was created. It was to foster the economic vitality of the downtown. 20 years ago, remember where we were? I mean, we had more parking because there were hardly any stores open or businesses. But now look at this. And we had the Heritage Festival, which was up on behind the library. Well, we did our job. Now that's no longer available to have the Heritage Festival, which Dave's always pointed out. So, but it is fun to get together with the other nonprofits in town and create great things. We just recently unveiled the boot, Timberland boot, which many of you call a Timberland boot, being down in town here when they had the discount sales and all. And so we put up a boot honoring the birthplace of Timberland boot, which so many people don't know, started right here. You know, we have little Yankee shoes where the boots for World War II were built right here. So without further ado, we give you Dave. I crown D. Oh, he looks better in it. Yeah. It's more contemporary.
I planned to be topless tonight, but I didn't know that. All right. First of all, I'd like to thank Amy and her incredible crew for everything they do. You know, for us, the recreation department, it's recreation to us. To them, it's work, and they do a hell of a job year after year after year, so kudos to all of them.
I'm not going to play the music.
All right. So I'm Dave Legault, Vice President of the Historical Society, and I'm filling in for John Carmichael, who had a family event he had to attend tonight. And if he was here, there'd be 45 slides instead of just the one that Amy lets us use. Uh-oh, we went too far.
That's just it.
Yeah, what happened? Is my slide there?
That is your only slide.
What happened to the one I sent you? I take back some of that stuff I just said.
Instead, Bart's the greatest guy.
Bart's the greatest guy. Yeah, thank you, Bart. Yeah, all right.
Sorry, I don't remember.
Yeah, I sent you.
It happens, it happens.
Oh, man. All right, you're off the list. No Christmas card for you. All right, so anyway, the Historical Society, of course, is intended to, our mission is to preserve Newmarket's history. So next year, we're celebrating our 300th anniversary. Of course, we go back well into the 1600s, a few centuries before some of us were born anyway. And so at the museum, if I had a slide up there, you would have seen Wentworth Cheswell's original tombstone is there. Many years ago, Rich Alpern raised some money and we replaced the tombstone that was all broken up. So that is now nicely backed up, and you can see it at the museum. Also at the museum is the crowbar that was used before the Revolution. That crowbar was used to break into Fort William and Mary and steal some gunpowder. So that was critical for the start of the Revolution. So that crowbar sits in the museum, which is going to be featured on a New Hampshire Historical Society. What? New Hampshire Historical Society, they have a, boy, you're getting tough. The 300th, in July, the New Hampshire Historical Society has a scavenger hunt every year. So Newmarket, the museum, I'm just letting you in on a little inside information. It's going to be one of the things. So if you participate in that, if you go to their website, they have an app you can download, so you can look all over the state for scavenger hunt items. So we continue to do things to preserve history. We did a program on Chick's Weir downtown. It's the only weir remaining that's licensed in the state of New Hampshire, even though Fish and Game keeps trying to shut it down. We keep going and going. We did a nice program on that. Jerry Collins is the current manager of that, and he's got a couple of new helpers to keep the tradition going. So I guess I'm over my limit already. So Judy Case is going to talk about the Newmarket 300.
I just want to point out that it was a Laurel and Hardy, Three Stooges, and Abbott and Costello. So many emails, and the last one says, we just got the one slide. So sorry, David, I didn't see it. I'm going to go, I'm really excited to introduce the next group because they have been working so hard. I want to say 3 or 4 years ago, they said, who wants to be on the 300th committee? In 2027, this was in 2024, and I'm like, what? But it's almost upon us, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce the current president of the 250th and the 300th committee for our anniversary, Judy Case.
Hello. Well, that's a tough act to follow, I tell you. And thank you, Amy. In 2023, the town of Newmarket commissioned our group, our 300th committee, with the purpose to engage the town in creative events for both the USA 250 and the 300th anniversary. Our committee members represent local businesses. Many of you are here tonight. It's good to see your faces. Churches and other organizations in town. And we're all working diligently to form relationships within our community that will result in celebrations throughout 2026 and 2027. Our board currently... I don't have the clicker.
I think David stole the
I think David stole the clicker. No.
It's right here.
Oh, there it is. Ah, it's kind of hard to see. Would you like to
So
click
let
for
me
me?
tell you about, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, thank you. I can go on to slide 2 now. Where's?
She got 3 slides because it was the 300th.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What'd you do to the clicker, John? Is it this one?
I got you.
Thank you, John.
It'll take a minute.
Oh. Dreaded technology. Anyway, If anyone is interested in joining our committee, we do have several openings on our board right now, and you can find out more at our website, or you could see one of us after this meeting. We also meet at the Sunrise Sunset Center the second Wednesday of every month from 6 to 7:30, because we have lots of planning to do.
You're on now.
Oh, good, thank you.
It's the arrows.
Yeah, there we go. So I'm not going to read the mission, you can read it, but it's a very important statement. And our purpose really is to nurture a strong sense of community and collaboration throughout the next year and a half. And we feel by working together, we will help everyone to create events that our town can participate in. We are very thankful to all of you that have joined our 300 Club, and by joining this, you're sponsoring events such as the Gala Parade in October of 2027, and also we're going to be the co-sponsor with the Elm Street Mural unveiling. But because of your generosity, we will be able to bring these creative new events for Newmarket's 300 both this year and next. And if anyone is interested in learning more about the club, see George Willant, and he can help you out. So, what are some of the exciting events that are coming up? Well, we have the Unity Tree mural that Deb mentioned, and a much anticipated launch in November 16th of our commemorative book that's titled Portraits of Newmarket, 103 People, Places, and Things. And that was going to be held here in the Millspace. So come and be among the first to purchase this new exciting book. And authors will be on hand to sign copies, and there will be a cocktail hour as well. Our 2027 300th anniversary grand opening ceremony will take place on December 15th of this year, beginning at 6 p.m. in the Junior Senior Cafetorium. It's a wonderful program, and it's being organized with so many great events. We want you to come and participate in that. For these events and more, just dial into our website and check the tab under events, and you will see all of the things that we're planning upcoming this year and next. Wow. Okay, so how can you become more participative in planning the events for the 300? No idea is either too big or too small. Our committee is ready to roll up our sleeves and help your businesses and organizations create celebrations for the town to enjoy. So here's some ideas to get your creative juices going. Create a special 300 craft cocktail, appetizer, or a dinner entree, and name it after a Newmarket notable. Cheswell's macaroni and cheese, Sylvia Fitz tonic. Host a Newmarket town trivia night. Create a drawing with a Newmarket commemorative prize. Or host a downtown business night out with wine and cheese and display your building's historic photos from our historical society. These ideas are just endless, so think about it, join in with us. We have so many partners already, and we just want to bring in more to the community. Thank you very much.
Todd Allen has entered the building. All right. From SAU 31.
Clicker is here.
The clicker's there.
Well, thank you, everybody. I'm a little bit thrown off. I just came from the SST graduation, and I feel like I really just flew in, so I'm shifting gears here. I do want to start with just a couple of broad themes. First of all, thank you to the community for supporting our schools, those two beautiful buildings that you can almost see at the bottom of that slide. Just in the short time I've been here, I've heard Turtle Fest referenced, and I've heard the 300th launching in our schools. Please, as you're planning all these great community-based activities, keep the schools in mind as a place to do them. They're your facilities, they're our facilities, so please keep that in mind. I also wanted to start with a theme of thank you. We don't get an opportunity to talk with the community at large, and I feel like you guys represent the community at large. In the last election, the amount of support that the school got in our budgets and so forth was just astounding. We had a 77% approval, which when I talk to my dear colleagues in other districts that are struggling with things, that is not happening here in Newmarket, and I'm reminded every day that we're insulated from some of the craziness in the world out there in this town, and it's because of the great community we have. On the theme of our great schools, I'm proud to tell you that we continue to be one of the top high schools in the state and actually in the nation. We were just ranked 13th in the state this past year, and I expect we'll do even better coming up. That rank is based upon a lot of things, but the bottom line is successful schools happen because of, it's more than just having teachers in the classrooms. It's the community that supports it. It's great teachers and families that send their kids to school every day to learn, and we're really able to be more effective because of that. That slide talks about our high school, but I will also tell you our elementary school is ranked very highly as well, although the U.S. News and World Report doesn't do elementary schools because I think there's just too many of them. But we are one of the most effective high schools in the state and region. So we're really, kicking butt, I guess you could say. I did want to take a minute to just talk about some of the interaction between the community and the schools. This past Friday happened to be Newmarket Cares Day, so many of you saw we had 125 high school kids all over the place, shoveling mulch, weeding things, doing all kinds of projects. I saw some kids at the library, the police station, all over the place. So we actively have kids out there doing things. Our elementary school does a similar program where they actually, a number of kids, oh my goodness, 2 minutes already? But anyway, lots of great community service. If you have an organization that's looking for students to be involved, please do not hesitate to reach out to the schools, because we got lots of kids who are very passionate about this stuff, and I'm seeing a lot of faces of kids, because I know our kids are involved in things. And then the last thing I just wanted to say is, again, remember, you have a great resource in our school buildings, and I encourage the community to use them as often as possible. And if there's anything I can do to help you do that, I did see my best friend Deb here a little while ago, and I know she's done some great stuff in the schools. And I am really excited to see what the launch of the 300th is going to be in the cafeteria. I think it's going to be a great year coming up. So thank you, everybody.
That's okay, Todd. I'll introduce myself.
Amy.
Amy at the Rec. My new last name, because as you all know, no one can say Gigante. I'm going to be speaking on the Recreation Department, and they are planning the most evil song for me, as you can imagine. I'm going to just keep it quick and talk about just a couple things. The first one is the Backyard Bash. We have a band. Shuffle Mode is our band booked. We already have so many vendors. Just a couple of things. That's our 5th year. It gets bigger and better every year. We already have a lot of food trucks lined up. If you wanted to participate, some of the nonprofits usually do. We have a new system this year. It's a 2-step system. The first one is applying to be part of the Backyard Bash. It's an application. You have to describe what you're doing. And then the second one is, Steve will be very happy, it's step 2, the compliance form. And it just makes sure that we are covered, and there's a lot of liability questions. And I went down that rabbit hole, so there's more stuff that's needed. The next thing, so if you haven't done anything or put your form in, they're right over there. They're digital forms online. Next. I can't even work my own slideshow. There we go. Okay, just a couple of things that are on the horizon for the rec. As I mentioned, the outdoor performance venue. All the money that we have, we get from the Backyard Bash, that's going into kind of a little spreadsheet to support the new outdoor performance venue. I was hoping that we would be able to get that up before the 300th, but apparently we have water drainage issues in the field that Todd and Jamie are very aware of. And our engineer, Lindsay, told me about. So we're going to look at that first, and then we're going into the outdoor performance venue. We're still looking at reimagining the sports courts around the rec center. We're going to make a couple of changes this summer. And for those of you who didn't hear, there was a property on 11 Creighton Street near Shanda Park that went up for sale, and the rec department used our revolving funds, town funds, to purchase that piece of land. And so that the town would now be able to expand Shanda Park much bigger, and we were very excited about that we had the opportunity, and all that, the money we spent was not tax-free. It was money we earned through our revolving fund for people who participate in our programs. So it went to a good cause, and we're excited about being able to expand on Shanda Park. And then the last thing, we're also thinking of if we can add more docks with that piece of property. We will, with the new kayak launch, so people won't have to drag our kayaks down to the boat launch in the mud. So that's one of the things we're looking at. And we're always on the search for athletic fields. So if anybody knows of several acres available that we would like to purchase, maybe the school will talk, the Newmarket Youth Association, we are looking to expand on our fields. And as far as everything else, I couldn't do it without my team. We run programs all the time. We put a board over there. Please look at, they are the best. There's a board over there that says everything we do, so I don't need to talk anymore. And yeah, I didn't get dinged. All right. One thing I do want to mention before I introduce the next, oh wait, no, this doesn't count. Steve wants you to play a song. What was my song? I thought you were going to play. All right, okay. I'm introducing now. I'm now introducing. As many of you know, early on, we talked about Rec Connect and how it started. Part of the Rec Connect program was the rec department kept a website full of different community information. We tried to keep track of dates. We tried to keep track of organizations and all the community different their website links. And then comes in another organization who is willing to take this over because it was hard to do. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Stella and the bulletin board.
Hi, everyone. Oh, I'm going backwards?
Yep.
Oh, other way.
Arrow to the right.
Is this part of my 2 minutes? I'm going to make it quick. Great. So, hi, everyone. About 3 months ago, I watched this documentary called Join or Die. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but it had such an impact on me, and it inspired me to do two things. One, run for town council, and as you can see, I have a blue tag, so I won. And two was start the bulletin board with other volunteers, like Cliff and Nancy are sitting down over there. The reason we wanted to do it was because there's so many things going on in Newmarket, and we didn't want anyone to miss out on all that Newmarket has to offer. So we created the bulletinboard.org. It's a website that lists everything, or almost everything, that's happening in Newmarket, and it's all in one place. It has event calendars, it has business and nonprofit directories. We just launched a classified section, which has housing availability, job opportunities, and a marketplace. And the great thing about having it all in one place and on this particular website is it's searchable by date, name, or keyword. So this is also a project that is community-driven. It's run by volunteers, but it's populated by all of us, everyone that lives and works in Newmarket. And the content is not delivered to us by algorithms. So our goal is to help people get offline and gather, to create and share and build community together. And so how we do that is make it really easy for you to find what you're looking for. It is Newmarket focused, it's free for everyone to use, it's updated weekly, and it's really easy to submit a listing if you have an event or you have a nonprofit that you want to put on the directory or a resource. It's so easy to do. You just fill out a Google form. And our team, we review every submission. Oh, wow, I thought I was going to be fast. Anyway, that's it. Thebulletinboard.org, we hope you visit and explore it and help us make this a very useful tool for everyone. Thank you.
I'm beginning to think you want the music more than you want the presentation. Thank you, Stella. Next up is a faster way to go around the room. We call it the 30-second elevator pitch. So a number of organizations emailed back and forth. I'm going to announce their name. Your job is to stand up, introduce yourself, say who you represent. You got 30 seconds to sell us on what you do. And there will be music. So I'm going to start with the first couple of ones. The first up I think I have is, and I don't have a slide for everyone, just a few of them. We're going to start with the Newmarket Public Library. Who's here? Stand up. Say, oh, Andy, there you go.
I'm the director of the library, Andy Lauren, who's now the assistant director of the library. Next couple of months at the library, which is primarily summer reading. That's a program, this year's theme is Under a Story. There's plenty of dinosaur archaeology fun for kids, it's well popular, plenty of family activities planned, and reading time with diverse raffle tickets for the prizes for everyone. Specifically for the adult crowd, we're happy to have the Newmarket Historical Society present some deep cuts from their collection and some items literally under in the Newmarket soil. We'll also have a natural history field trip to the Great Bay Discovery Center and always ahead live animal programming. So come into the library the next couple of months and be part of our program.
Next up, we have the Newmarket Story Project.
Hi, Karen Schuster with the Newmarket Story Project, and our book is finally finished 4 years later. It's on sale in the back table for $16, and we were the first book, not the November one. And I wouldn't be a good proofreader if I didn't notice that project was spelled wrong.
Oh my goodness.
So you have to just send me that stuff.
I will.
Ahead of time. Okay, so I hope you love the book. We interviewed 35 different longtime residents, and we got their stories and their information and their pictures, and we also went to the Historical Society to get pictures, and Tim Kremen videotaped a lot of the interviews, and he's put together a movie. And he's working on a second movie. So we have captured a lot of information. So.
That was last year's slide, so yeah. All right, next we have the Newmarket Elementary PTA. Are they there? We are.
Hi, my name's Emily Burns. I am the PTA president. I just quickly wanted to come up here and say thank you to all of our local businesses and families that have supported the PTA over the last couple of years. As of right now, our fundraiser that we've had over the years, this year we've made just over $11,000, and we have our biggest fundraiser going on right now, which we're aiming to make over $15,000. All that money goes back to the students and the staff at the school. That goes to assemblies for all the staff, or for all the students. That includes field trips. We do Kona Ice that comes at the end of the year for all of the students and staff. We do family fun nights throughout the school year with movie night, literacy night. We host a book fair every year. Every student gets to pick out a book and they get a free book. So we make sure that every student is included and gets a free book. All the staff members also get books to purchase, or we purchase for the staff to put into their classrooms. Every staff member gets a $20 gift card as well for Staff Appreciation Week. We help with Christmas, during Christmas time with gift wrapping for the staff, as well as a welcome back lunch. And just again, thank you to all the families, volunteers, and the community that really makes the PTA run and helps with our staff and the students at NS. So, thank you.
I think I was told you might also be representing the Newmarket Girl Scouts? Or, nope, there we go.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Lavity. I'm one of the troop leaders of the Newmarket Girl Scout troop. I just wanted to get up and sort of let you all know that we are here. I would love the idea of getting the girls a little bit more more involved in the community. This year we had our middle school age cadets put together cake kits that they donated to the community fridge. We participated in the holiday tree lighting. We led some Christmas carol singing there. After our cookie sale season, we've been dropping off our leftover cookies at the food pantry and the community fridge. We all had the opportunity, girls and leaders, to paint tiles for the community tree mural that's being installed downtown. We participated in Newmarket roadside cleanup. I personally work with a really great group of Brownie Girl Scouts who are all finishing second grade this year, and I would definitely love to get that a little bit more involved in some community work. So if anybody has any ideas for projects or anything that we can help with around town, find me and let me know. That would be great. Thank you.
Thank you. Newmarket Community Church and Food Pantry. Patty's in the house.
Hello, my name is Patty Marston. I'm pastor of Newmarket Community Church, and we are a place that builds community through our Sunday services, through our food pantry, through our thrift shop, and through our food pantry garden, where we grow organic produce for the food pantry and senior center. We are mental health friendly and recovery friendly house of worship and workplace. And this Sunday, we're offering free Narcan training to anyone is invited. You don't have to come to church first. Oh, there you go.
The next people, I emailed everyone, the next people are called the silent waivers. And I'm just going to announce them, and they're going to wave, stand up and wave. They don't have to say a word. That way you just know how to find them. Anyone from Oyster River Women's Aid? Anybody? I thought Heidi Chase was here. Oh, Cheryl's there. There's Cheryl. Cheryl's waving. And do I get my music, my theme music? Yeah, this is the silent waivers. Okay. NCEP is Heidi here. She's not here. Okay. RSVP. I know I saw Addie. Is Addie here? Shadley. Okay, they're very silent. Blooming Newmarket. Is Joan here? There she is. She's waving. And then the following didn't answer. So actually, Mercy Church. They didn't even want to wave, but they love this place. They're cuddling in the back. All right. River Run Advisory Commission also. Anyone here? There we go. And Newmarket Lions Club. Brian, are you here? I thought I saw someone. No. And then we have Newmarket Housing Authority. Barbara's waving in the back. All right, those were our 30-second pitches. I want to say before we go on to this next thing that as far as the photo contest back there, I believe we calculated them. We'll announce it at the end, but if you hadn't turned in your card, you need to do that now. Okay, next up is the Newmarket Community Events Engagement Collaborations are always evolving. This is the big new evolving thing that is going on downtown. Thanks to the Arts, Tourism, and Culture got this going with a lot of art panels. And then Steve loved them so much, we ordered 4 more. And so what you're going to be seeing very soon is 4 different tripods when we're not announcing any community events. You can see the one with the Mary Main Street. I think there's one in front of Arbor Park right now. And you can see the unique art sculptures that are also putting on top. We have 4 different sculptures. They're going to be going up relatively soon. So be on the lookout at it. The bottom part of that slide is a reservation. If you have you're with the town or a town organization and you want to have one of the banner spots, there's a process. I believe the policy is on the town website, and there's a reservations system. When there's not a banner up there, you take the banner down, and then we get art again. So it's very cool. If you have any questions, feel free to talk to me or Wendy Chase if she's still here, or Steve. All right. That is the big evolving. There's so many other things, but I know we're moving quickly. The win-win collaboration shout-outs. If you know of any, we would love to hear them. It would really make a great article in the town newsletter. One that I want to talk about, I listed them all last year. There's still some great ones. The ones that I kind of want to point out on this slide is the trees of endless sharing. If you can believe it or not, we had, the Millspace was doing midnight, it was a Shakespearean, it was Midsummer's Night's Dream, yes, and there was trees here 2 years ago. You might have seen them in the corner. And afterwards they said, does anyone want the trees? The library says, we want the trees. So the library had the trees for about a year, and then the library said, does anybody want the trees? And the rec department said, hey, we want the trees. We're doing parent-child date night, and it's witches and in the woods, or witches and... Oh, it was the land enchantment. See, that's why I kept her. So we needed trees. And so we got Public Works, thank you Karen Bloom, to hold on to them. The library didn't give them away. And then as we were walking into the high school cafeteria, there I see Shrek set up on the stage. And Annette Blake was looking at me, and I was looking at her as I was bringing in trees. And I said, hey. She goes, can I have those trees? I said, you can have them afterwards. And I said, can you leave that set up and so I don't have to decorate the stage? And she said, absolutely. So that is collaboration, my friend. Save the props. I don't know where they are now, but it all started here with the Millspace. And I want to do one other couple shout outs. Karen Bloom Many of you know the town treasurer. She's usually hiding in the back. She won a state award with NHRPA, the High Five Award. She hates because they keep advertising this, but she's a town treasurer, and how that started was, I believe, 67 people acknowledged what the hell, that she was a town treasurer. And I copy-pasted all of those comments, sent it to the NHRPA, and she won hands down with 67 recommendations. And then again, we've already talked about the tripods, and I also always want to give a shout out to the fire, police, and DPW for the Halloween haunt and the backyard bash for all they do. We are narrowing down. We only have one more group to present, and then we're going to go to our honor our 3 different awards this evening. So we'll talk about that in a second. Those are the awards that have been given out. If you've ever won one of these awards, would you mind standing? Because a lot of you are in this audience, and I think people need to see who you are. Come on. We know you're still working hard. All right, it's a great pleasure to introduce Michael Queen, who is the president of the Newmarket Business Association. And he'll do the last presentation before the awards.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. I am the president of the Newmarket Business Association. I'm also the administrator here at the Pines in Newmarket, an assisted living facility and memory care facility. And I have to say, I have over half a dozen residents in my building that are 95 years or older. And they're warm and they're supportive, and they're just amazing people, but so isn't everybody else in this room. So it's very obvious to me. I've been doing this for 30 years. I've really never been a part of a town, whatever hospital or assisted living I've run. But once I got into Newmarket 5 years ago, I definitely knew I wanted to be involved. And that's why I'm here tonight, part of the MBA. So I do want to go through real quickly just the board members and the directors that we have. Lisa Nicholson, the vice president. Priscilla Carpenter's our treasurer. Karen Schuster, secretary administrator. Kat Roselle, director and our bookkeeper. And Amy Hammershoy, director advisory. Amy from the rec, thank you. And an ambassador who is new, Cody Richard. I do want to, Arts in the Park, I will take that last donation that you need, so I'll be happy to pick that up. But anyways, moving on, what the MBA can do for you. I'm sorry? Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, and Barbara as well. Yeah, Barbara Hall, also an officer. For over 30 years, the MBA has been in existence. Networking events, we meet every month together, all of us. I'm sorry, I can't even see the screen. I'm just going to come over here. Promotional opportunities, YouTube, Facebook. We're also doing videos of businesses. We'll come by and do a video of your place. Supporting and sponsoring the Newmarket Rec Center, always. Everything they do over there with Amy. Educational programs for business. So those are some of the things we do. 2 slides here. Yeah, and right here you can see Amy Hammershoy, who was once with Edward Jones right here in Newmarket. She left Newmarket. It's all about Newmarket.
I brought Newmarket with me.
She did. Gorgeous office. She's over in Stratham by the traffic circle. She just grew. I mean, huge, and she went over there to Stratham. Beautiful place. So that's Amy right here on the ribbon cutting. We actually do Fresh Wins for you. Fresh Wind is an anniversary. So if you have a 1 year, a year and a half, anything you want to celebrate in your company, year, 2 year, whatever it may be, we do a Fresh Wind. It's like a ribbon cutting, but we call it a Fresh Wind. So you can see some of the backyard bash and the other things we do here, giving back to the community. So we have paperwork on back you can take, a membership fee for everybody here as well. So I just wanted to thank everybody for having us here tonight. It's an honor to be on the with everybody here on the MBA. We do a lot for everybody. If you want to reach out to me at the Pines in Newmarket, anybody's welcome to call me there. My name is Michael Queen, or you can call us at the MBA, come down, visit us. We always are looking for other people to join us. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Time. I don't know who's first. Who's first? We didn't say. Whoever you want. Is this Okay, all right. I guess I'm on. So apparently when you nominate, you have to give the award. The first award we're going to, the NBA, I'm just representing the NBA by giving this award. The nominations came in for the organizations, they narrow it down and choose one, and they chose this organization. And have asked me to, where is it? It's here somewhere? No, here it is. Where's my beginning? And she told me, she goes, aren't you going to do, I go, I am, but where's my award? So I'm on her phone. So, the organization, I'm going to say it now, the Millspace, operating under a 501c3 LACA, Land Arts and Cultural Alliance, and I'm going to read this because there's a lot of things going on why they want it, and it's kind of my version. I believe it's long overdue privilege to nominate the Millspace LACA for this well-deserved community honor. I'm shocked that this incredible venue, to my knowledge, has never been nominated before, at least as far as I can remember. Because when you take a moment to add all the things that they do now to uplift this town, you will be simply amazed. I have personally watched and at times been a part of the Millspace journey for quite a while now. I have both performed on stage and sat in the audience for many years. This goes back to when the venue had no proper bathrooms and the mismatched chairs were sourced from whoever would donate them. There were no spotlights, no comfy furniture. Back then, the events or programs were few and far between. They struggled in the early years, like all nonprofits do, when trying to get things going. As the years went on, the variety of their lineup increased with more programs and events, but never at full capacity. You could still go in there and propose an idea. They had the time and the space. Then suddenly, and I'm not even sure when it happened, but boy oh boy, are they rocking now. Please understand, I do not mean to minimize their early years, but to see what the Millspace is doing now and to have witnessed their incredible growth and evolution, especially in the last year or two, is nothing short of a miracle. The space is finally what they've always dreamed it could possibly be, a fully realized community living room. It is now bursting with live main stage theater, musical, cabarets, Shakespeare production, youth drama workshops, so much more, improv, continuous art galleries, expositions, comedy, live music, array of diverse cultural events. It's hard to find a night when there's nothing going on. Their ability to offer such a diverse lineup that covers all interests makes them a Newmarket treasure through and through. But what makes Millspace so extraordinary is to the town is its massive heart for local people and its civic-minded, collaborative spirit. What the public may not know is that the Millspace is always there to support the town. Like this, for instance. They have let their historic granite walls play host to everything from Rec Connect events, town holiday parties, to vital fundraisers for critical causes like suicide prevention by NAMI several years ago. They laid this foundation with their Bohemian Night event honoring local residents. The list of similar types pull at the heartstrings fundraisers they either hosted or co-hosted with other nonprofit organizations. It goes on and on. This June, they stepped up again to host the town's 250th Mural celebration. Will be followed by an ice cream social that Deborah talked to about. They partnered with the town years ago as a backup location for arts and park, and in case it rains, they are always ready and willing to collaborate with other nonprofits all the time to give a bit of history about LACA and how the Millspace became the Millspace. It all started during the Chinder Development Project. I could go on and on with this, but I want to say the board now stands at 17 board members, and I think half of them are here tonight, maybe even more. I am sure they have done so much more than I have listed, but like I said, I can barely keep up with them now. They're so busy, and they have so many production rehearsals that they're now rehearsing at the rec center. Again, I wrote a lot. I got to stop, but I think you guys get the idea. They are completely a nonprofit fueled by volunteer hearts. If these granite walls could talk, they would say thank you, and it's time for the community to say thank you right back by giving them this honor in 2026.
welcome. Did you want to say anything?
This is really cool. Thank you all so much. I joined the board only 3 years ago now, so I've been a part of seeing all the growth that it's had. And I just want to say that there's always a place for anyone at the Millspace. Any interest, truly every committee exists. So we'd love to have you. And this is just really cool. Thank you so much.
Right. Hi, everyone. So I'm Amy Himmershoy. I'm here to announce the Volunteer Community Leader of the Year Award. And it is my absolute pleasure to do so. To my good friend who I have watched just tirelessly work on her projects and connecting our community, Karen Schuster. Karen's impact on our community is extraordinary. Through her leadership on the Newmarket Story Project, she has helped preserve and share stories that make our community unique and meaningful. Karen has devoted countless hours to serving as vice president of the Newmarket Business Association, and she served in many roles on the Newmarket Business Association board, and she'll continue as administrative director for next year. I've seen all of the work that she has done, and it is tireless. Karen has been a familiar and respected presence in numerous Seacoast networking and community organizations, and her commitment to strengthening connections and supporting local businesses and bringing people together is evident in everything she does. What makes Karen truly special is not just the number of organizations that she serves, but the generosity, enthusiasm, and heart that she brings to every single one. She's consistently giving her time, talent, and energy to make our community stronger. So, Karen, without...
Wow. I don't know what to say. What I would like to say about the book, back to the book, is it wasn't just me. It was a whole team. And they say, it takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a whole community to write a book. And so and people are here that I haven't called out. Patty Blanchette is part of the team back there. Tim is part of the team. John and Chris Carmichael, who couldn't make it tonight, are part of the team. And unfortunately, we lost Michael Provo, but he was part of the team, too. So, thank you, and thanks, everybody. And Tim. Didn't I say Tim?
Hi, everybody. My name's Lisa Nicholson. I am now of the age I have to take my glasses off to read, so bear with me. I can now see none of you. Compassionate, caring, and supportive. Those are the words used to describe the very special team that is the foundation of this business. These qualities are integral to the dedicated care of our community's most vulnerable residents and are what makes this business a standout in its field. A quick follow of their Facebook page will show you the myriad of ways staff and residents are engaged and as active as possible. Whether it's planting flowers, dancing and listening to live music, painting with bubbles, maintaining pet-friendly living, including a visit from baby pigs, or simply time spent together between staff and residents, that passion and dedication is on full display to any who have visited. When asked what he loves most about his job, General Manager Michael Queen said, "My favorite thing about my position here at the Pines of Newmarket is fostering a culture of person-centered care for my residents that balances safety, dignity, and quality of life. This is what the residents truly deserve, quality care from a caring staff." To the entire staff of the Pines of Newmarket, we say thank you and congratulations on being named Business of the Year. Accepting on behalf would be Michael Queen.
Wow. I don't know what to say. That's a lot. A lot of businesses in this town, a lot of people doing great things. I'm just one of them. Thank you for that. I've just met so many nice people. I think I said it before, but I just had to get back to this town, just being a part of the MBA. So many generous people in this room, so many wonderful families that I know in this room, that the residents are at my building. Anybody can always come by to volunteer your time or just to be with everybody there. Like I said, it's an assisted living facility. It also has memory care for people who have Alzheimer's and dementia, whether it's early onset or advanced stages of life. But I love being there. I've been an administrator there for 5 years, and I plan on being there for a lot longer. There's so many other businesses and companies here in this right here today that equally deserve this award. I'm blown away by it. But thank you so much. Thank you for the kind words. That really means a lot to me, Lisa. So thank you so much, everybody. Have a great evening.
Congratulations to all the winners. It's so cool to see you receive these awards. It's always nice to have that pat on the back, so I'm glad that you received these awards today. I am just about done talking. I just wanted to announce the winners of the photo contest. For those of you who did not know what some of them were, I'm just going to read them off, and maybe as you look at them, you'll go, oh yeah, that's who it was. So the number 1 was the pickup sticks in front of the rec department. Number 2 was the Halloween decorations from 5 Monkey Tattoos. The cat eye was clearly Tipsy Tab. And then we had the lights in the dark background. That was the high school stage. Then there was the hamburger. That was the Newmarket Mural downtown. Then there was some wording that said Tiger. That was the old fire station. Then there was some water and a purple background. That's the splash pad, Aqualand. Then there was kayaks on the water. We thought everyone was going to say Shanda, but it's Piscasset street launch, where the Piscasset, where we also rent kayaks. Then the orange, weird-looking thing was a chair in front of Wingett's. And then the ladder and the stripes, that was when the fire department honors a 9/11 downtown, and always brings chills when I drive by that. So the 2 winners are Emily Burns and Stephanie Labate. They clearly know Newmarket. And Deborah from Arts Tourism has one more thing to say. I'm just going to give you you guys can fight over that. One's from Flora Ventures and one is from the Riverworks. And then after Deb's talking, it's networking. Yay. And take food to eat. And
Thank you to all of you who did contribute. If you can't see, hopefully when the lights come up, one of the sculptures that will top the art triangles is up here, the cormorants in the back. We have 3 sculptures, but we need 4. We are fundraising tonight for the 4th one. And some of you, as you came in, you were kind enough to make a donation. You can still do that. The QR code is in the back. But we're going to do a drawing right now for those who did donate for this particular original photograph print that was done by Shannon Culpepper, a former member of the Arts, Culture, and Tourism. So, the winner is Wendy Chase. Thank you. All right, everyone, thank you for coming. And I want to say on the nominations, we received the most nominations we ever had for the Rec Connect Awards, and thank you for nominating. It was very hard to do, but thank you all for coming to Rec Connect. Tell 2 friends, eat some food. You're on vacation.